Hi, this is Monica Alford. I'm the founder and CEO of Wildside Media, and I am sitting with the CEO of Pink Fox, Mark McGee, inside of his new brick and mortar in Ivy City. Hey.
Hey, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we're inside the Pink Fox kitchen. We're a Type 1 manufacturer in Washington, D.C. That means that we make and produce our own edibles here in Ivy City. And right now, I think we've got about 13 SKUs that are going out to different medical dispensaries throughout the city.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So, and remind me how old you guys are as a business.
I mean,
we've known each other for a while.
Yeah, for sure. No, we've talked for a number of ages. Yeah. I'm so good to see you today, by the way. It'll be 10 years this July. Pink Fox has been operating. So a couple of years, obviously, in the I-71 space. And we were fully licensed and operational as a Type 1 medical manufacturer this past December.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And talk to me about moving into Ivy City. What was the impetus for the space?
I mean, obviously DC went under a pretty big overhaul cannabis-wise the last, I guess, 18 months, you'd say. And part of that was just trying to figure out where we were going to fit in, right? Like, are we going to fit on the retail side, which we've kind of traditionally been a part of? Are we going to fit in on the manufacturing side, which was a huge part of our journey in the I-71 space, having always made our own edibles. So, you know what I mean? Always been very interested in that. So for us, it came down to, okay, let's be Type 1 manufacturers, like fill this need, and how can we do that most cost effectively? Yeah. And that became how we ended up here in an old defunct diner that had been vacant for about 18 months in Ivy City.
So talk to me about the retail side of things. Like, I know you've been fashion forward, you're donning one of the cardigans. So talk to me about that.
For me at least, it was a lot of fun to like be able to like need that part of the business.
Sure.
And its former iteration. So that was something I've always been interested in. And we've had a cool logo, we thought, and so when we were looking for reasons as to how to work the loophole that we were all working, this made the most sense for us, right? Right now, we're trying to piggyback off of that. We are a Type 1 manufacturer, like I've said 3 times, I think, at least right now. So, but we are, this is our new, journey in this new era. And so when we're talking to medical retailers, let's give them something cool to wear, right? That they can wear to work and support other brands in this new era, in this new, industry. So that's really how we approach this retail thing again, just under a different light.
Yeah. So I know that you have an event coming up soon that you're a part of that we'll talk about, but in general, how do you pop up? What kind of community, experiences how can people find you and hang out with you and get your swag and get your product? And
hopefully, I think we're in at least 31 retail dispensaries right now, which is huge.
Yeah.
And a big change for us. But swag, we're hoping to unveil and roll out more and more of as like the budgets open up, for us. But otherwise, the best way to support us is visiting our website to see the retail dispensaries you can go to find our product.
Cool. Okay, so Midnight in Bloom, which is happening on April 19th at 18th Street Lounge.
Yep.
What is your involvement in that event?
We're sponsoring. I think, I guess the best way to put it is we're teaming up with Little Face Events. Katie from Little Face Events, who's great and always does a fantastic job. So we are really excited to participate and sponsor. But otherwise, I think, I don't want to take too much credit. I'm just there to support the cause and support her and support 18th Street Lounge. And it's really nice to be able to be in, again, this new era of cannabis where, every day we're taking like a little bit more off that taboo nature of this product and industry and changing the definition of what a pothead is and what recreational inebriation looks like, because it's always been alcohol since, we've been growing up, and certainly we've had mushrooms and other things, but as far as what's readily available and what you can access legally, this is the second product that we can use recreationally, which is a pretty big deal, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Are there any dream collabs, whether it's music, food, anything in the DC ecosystem that you just always wanted to do, and
100%,
are starting to?
I think so. I mean, there's definitely a bunch of DC artists I'm a huge fan of.
Yeah.
I mean, incredible DC chefs I'm a big fan of. And food is part of our business, so I would love to be a part of those conversations and see how we can participate to, you know, evolve like product offerings and taste palettes and all sorts of different things. You know, I think that evolution would be huge. Put us on the map in DC. You know,
Absolutely. I do have a lot of folks that I feel like it's important to them to make that distinction. Like I do not drink alcohol, but I partake in other things. It seems like the different movements, you know, like not only is it being normalized just for cannabis, but in general, people who don't drink anymore, that's like going out and going to like the club is not necessarily, you know, the way they want to party. Like, so do you see all those different, you know,
think so. Yeah, no,
community is growing and kind of ebbing and flowing.
100%. Like, I mean, people do no drink November or sober January, right? It's hard to say that there's an influx of purchases, but I definitely say I hear from friends way more in a sense of, you know, the example I always use is my buddy sent me a photo of like his like whiskey glass, and instead of there being whiskey, it was like 2 or 3 pieces of Red Rocks. And, you know, like, oh, this is how I'm getting fucked up or relaxing tonight. So I think that way, for sure, for certain. And I think, too, the more accessible we make this product and the variety of products, the better it's going to be for all of us, you know, in the marketplace. And, you know, if you can offer a flavor profile to someone they've never had before, I think that's going to be huge.
So, and are you DC proper, or do you do DMV? Are you?
No, DC proper only. Yeah, just because of the medical aspect. Yeah, I'm in Schedule 3 still, and my whole litany of other problems.
And what about? Can you tell us a little bit about like products that are new that you're excited about, flavor profiles, etc.?
Yeah, I mean, like here at Pink Fox, you'll see a bunch of the classics. We've got the classic brownie, cookie, gummies, you know, that type of thing. So you can expect the classics. We've got some exclusive stuff that we're really proud of. Things that we branded like Fox Rocks, which are essentially Muddy Buddies, if you're familiar. Like chocolate peanut butter and covered with powdered sugar. It was like a high school treat.
What's it called? Muddy
Buddies?
Muddy Buddies.
Or Puppy Chow, we used to call it that kind of stuff.
Puppy Chow.
Okay, so
got it.
we do one of those.
Too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool.
And what's nice then is it's a totally gluten-free treat, which is huge. Half of our menu is gluten-free, which we're really excited about offering. We do our own Cinnamon Toast Crunch. We do our own Rice Krispie treat. That's a blueberry lemon infusion. We are really excited to debut a water-soluble powder. That's going to be huge, we think, you know. And you can infuse your water bottles. You can infuse salsa, hummus. You can cook with it. So we're calling it Pink Fox Quick Fix. Yeah, we're really excited about a lot coming out. I mean, we're excited about being in the kitchen full time. Do you have anyone that's part of your core team, like have background in hospitality, chef? So when we started Pink Fox, I started it with my partner Kelly. Kelly passed away in June of 2021 after a long battle with ovarian cancer, but she's the reason why we have all this. Like when we started the company, she was a competitive grower, and she didn't want to damage her lungs, and she was always super interested in edibles, and she started the first couple recipes, and I did the marketing and art and, you know, outreach, and we were a really good team, and that's how we ended up here today. And again, too, it's like, how can I do the things I still want to do without, you know what I mean? There's always workarounds and stuff like that. So when we talk about products, for instance, we offer a savory item. We're making Cheez-Its here. We call them Cheese Rocks, and each Cheez-It is 3 milligrams. So, I mean, like, you know, there's a dose point for everybody.
Right. I love it. Anything else we should know?
I don't know. I mean, hit your medical dispensary, get your card, get your medical card in DC. It's the easiest thing in the world. You just click one box on the internet. We'll pay for the fucking thing. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
They'll pay for the fucking thing. That's it. Cool.